Hello and welcome. Kari and Stephen Colella, and we're here to talk about the family in the modern world.
We're looking at some of the information from Familiaris Consortia, which John Paul II wrote in 1981, and in it he gave us the 4 tasks of the family. We're going to be focusing on the first one right now, the sense of forming a community of persons. But just to give you a sense of the others, to serve life, to participate in the development of society, and to share in the life and mission of the church. But the first one, on developing a community of persons, is what we'll be talking about right now. The important thing that John Paul II wants us to understand is that love is the framework for all of the things that a family does and all the tasks of the family. So it's the point of departure, and it makes constant reference to love in all of these tasks. But the first is to form a community of persons. The inner principle of this task, its permanent power, and its final goal is love. Without love, the family is not a community of persons, and in the same way, without love, the family cannot live, grow, and perfect itself as a community of persons. We're going to talk a little bit about what that means to be a community of persons within the family.
And I think back to the theology of the body in light of this document for 2 reasons. One is that when we say the term community of persons, we're talking about a much more intimate communion than the word community sometimes suggests for us, because we use it often in our modern world. The Holy Father uses it to mean a deep, deep communion, a very interpersonal exchange, that type of communion. He uses the term communio in Latin often to explain that there's this deep giving and receiving. That's the second principle from theology of the body, is that to truly be in communio, a community of persons, people need to be open to giving their gifts, for instance, to the family, within marriage and to children, and then to, as people receive those, to welcome the gifts of the other. And this causes kind of a circular and upward moving of love, all coming from the Father. The easiest way to think of it is Christmas. If you think at Christmas time and you get someone a very special present, and they either grasp after the present and go open it off in the corner, something's missing for the whole community. Likewise, if that person opens it and they open it in front of the others, and people can receive that gift and joy of the child opening the gift, it becomes much more like the Holy Father's talking about. All right, an upward love, a communio. And we've shared something in this giving and receiving, and it grows and deepens in love.
And we can see how this community of persons is our experience and understanding that when people come together in relationship and there is a sense of true communion where people are received for who they are and people can be the gift for who they are, it's this, as Stephen was saying, this cycle of love that continues on and on, where people really become accepted for who they are and the gifts that they have to offer within the unique setting of a family. So this is the first task of the family, to be a community of persons for everyone who's involved, whether it's immediate family, extended family, or relationships with others, this sense of welcoming.
So thank you for joining us. I hope that you see how love and building up a community of persons will overflow from our immediate family through a marriage out into the world and the church. We're Kari and Stephen Colella talking about the family in the modern world.